Welcome in, Cancer, to Don Williams Tarot. This message is for Sun, Moon, or Rising placements in the sign of Cancer. So if you have those placements, this message may very well be for you. However, keep in mind, this message is a general reading, so not all messages may resonate. So take what does, leave what doesn't, as I don't want there to be any miscommunication. Also, keep in mind that if you are interested in doing a deeper dive for yourself, I do provide private readings. My details are in the description box below this video, or you can go to donwilliamstarot.com to get all my details on my website for pricing and availability. Now, this message is for mid-May 2024, or whenever you happen to come upon this reading is when it's meant for you. But I'm recording this on May the 11th, so right before Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day for our ladies out there that are mothers. And then the last thing is for my new if you're new to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel, as I am on a brand new platform now. And this platform is going to allow me to expand my offerings. And one of the things that I am really excited about sharing with you is that I plan to start doing live readings on YouTube. And I will be sending out notifications as to when those lives will be, especially on my Facebook page. So if you are not following my Facebook page, you may want to follow there, because I do post there every day. As to, the lives, all of the things that are about tarot and my channel are on my Facebook page. So that is under Don Williams Tarot. And the last thing is that by subscribing, you will be notified as to when those lives go live. What I plan to do is, if you post a message to me on the live chat, I will pick up those messages and I will do readings directly for you, okay? But be aware that it's not completely private, because everybody will be able to hear me and they'll be able to see your answers. So if you have questions for me, get them lined up and look forward to those notifications, because I plan to be going live here very soon once I figure out how to make all that work. Anyway, so what I plan to do for you today is I'm going to pull a card from the, what is the name of this deck? Fortune Cookie Oracle deck. I'm going to read your cards. At the end, I'm going to pull your 5 main themes, like I have typically have always done in all of my readings. Those 5 main themes will either are meant to finalize your reading, but they also could be additional information that Spirit wants you to be aware of that wasn't shared with you in the reading. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to go to card view so that you can see the cards as I work with them. Okay? Here we go. So let me put on my glasses so I can see. So our first card is Personal Riches. Small successes are likely now and bigger ones are on the way. Finances could improve dramatically, but avoid get-rich schemes. Well, that's a positive message. Personal riches. So it feels as though money's coming in, and that's always welcome, right? Okay, so I've already shuffled your card. I'm just going to lay them out. 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords, the Tower. Now, don't freak out about the Tower being here. I'm going to be honest. You can go back to the videos that I have done so far, and I'm pretty sure you're the 4th sign that has gotten the Tower in this position, okay? And I've shuffled these cards like crazy because that's what you do, is you shuffle them. Okay. Well, what's lovely is the High Priestess here represents your energy here, Cancer. So that looks good. Overall, everything looks good. I don't want you to be nervous about that Tower card, as I mentioned, because is information that Spirit has shared with me as to why it's showing up. It's more of a collective thing, but it will affect everyone, right? So we start off with the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands is telling me that many of you may be feeling as though you have been carrying a heavy weight or a heavy burden. It may be associated with, all of the stuff that's happening on our planet. If you've been, tapping into anything, and there's a lot of anxiety associated with, all of the things that are unfolding, all the things that are coming to the surface. However, in this situation, what it is saying is tens for me are completions, endings, or, the beginning of an end. And I'm saying that because the story of this card is that this guy planted the seeds for these wands. Now he's bringing in his harvest, right? And a harvest is something to celebrate. However, he's not quite home yet. As you can see, his home is very close. And then he's going to be able to lay down that burden. So what I feel is that some of you may be feeling as though you've been carrying this heavy weight, and it could be associated with any area of your life. It feels as though, the world is really targeting us in many ways. But the thing is what I want to share is that very quickly you're going to be able to put down that harvest, and you're going to be able to enjoy and reap the rewards of all of your hard work. And it's very, very close, because your very next card is this Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is always represented moving from, to calmer shores, right? Moving from difficulty to a better future. The thing about this card as well is these are all swords. Swords are how we think, how we express, how we communicate, how we come up with our decisions. And in this situation, this woman and her child are moving to a better place because they're leaving behind something that has made them flee. A lot of times when I see this card, depending on the person that I'm reading for and what their history is, sometimes what this card represents can be abuse of some kind, right? That they're walking away, leaving abuse. They are taking nothing with them. They are just, I'm done with this and I'm going. Now, the thing about this card, it's not that I'm necessarily saying that you have been abused or that you have been in a very heavy negative type of a situation. But whatever situation you are in, you are deciding that you want to move to calmer shores. You want to lighten your load a bit. And the other thing about the card is this ferryman who is taking them across the waters, moving from the choppy to the calmer waters. This guy is someone that is just giving her this help. And so what this is representing is that when help is going to come to you when you least expect it. So when you're feeling as though you are ready to put down your heavy burden and you're ready to move to calmer waters, you are definitely going to get to where you want to go. Now, what's in your obstacles position is the Tower. Now, typically, the Tower to me represents instances that come into our lives, and we have many, many, many Tower moments. It isn't like just one big tumbling down, right? We go through Tower moments quite often because that is part of our growth process. We leave one thing and create another, and then we work with that energy for a while, and then we leave that energy to create another energy. We would not be able to advance. We would not be able to progress if it wasn't for Tower moments. Now, the thing about the Tower is that sometimes the Tower represents energy of, well, you've been given the signs that you need to move away from something, right? Move away to calmer shores, and you didn't do it. So Spirit came in and kind of shook things up for you. And the whole point of the card is that you raise everything to the ground so that you can start a new beginning in a better position and a better opportunity, right? One of the things about the Tower is that there is spiritual and material colliding in this card. I actually really like this card a lot, to be honest with you. The thing about it, though, as it's in your obstacles position, it's as though we need to read the card in reverse. And this is the part where Spirit was really helping me with this card. This is kind of representative of what is happening on our planet right now. And this is going to be kind of a deep dive, but it's going to be surface level because I'm on YouTube and I can't really talk in detail about what this is representing fully. But what it does represent is it represents the shaking up of our world. So many things are coming up for us to look at. Look at all the rioting. Look at all the protests. Look at all of like the farmers' protests that happened over in Europe because, you know, everybody's fighting back to their governments. They're realizing that there are things going on in their governments that they are not happy with. And it feels as though there has been an inversion in our governments in that they think that we work for them, right? Instead of them working for us. And we're uncovering a lot of the deceit, the lies, the trickery, all of that has to come tumbling down. And that's what this card represents, okay? So at the beginning, when I was saying that this card represents a higher level than just the day-to-day, this is going to affect everyone. We are going to have big changes. 2024, 2025, 2026, all of those years are very impetus for us to move forward on our spiritual journey, on our spiritual paths. And the other part of that is that all of that has to come down so that we can create this Aquarian age that you've heard of probably your whole life, of moving into the golden age. That is the plan. This card is also associated with some type of fear associated with all of this tumbling down. And all I want to share with you is that if you have lived your life rightly and you have lived as service to other people, and even if it hasn't been a thing where it was your whole life, right? You know, I feel as though we are going to get through all of this together. Now, the beautiful thing and the transitioning energy, as I'm talking about this, you can kind of feel a change in the energy because Spirit is here and Spirit is saying, Cancer, you've got this. This is going to be the new you. This is going to be your new energy. The sun is going to be able to shine down on you and you are going to embrace the Fool's energy. The Fool is all about self-confidence and trusting Spirit. This guy's ready to walk off into the abyss. He has absolutely no idea how far down he's going to drop, but he just trusts that no matter where he goes, he's going to be supported by Spirit. He has his trusty loyal dog here. So this dog is about loyalty and companionship. And off he goes. And he is all about, you know, self-belief, a new journey, a new chapter. It is a card of confidence as well. So regardless of what is happening, if you believe it within your heart, and you really need to feel it within your heart that you're going to be okay, you absolutely will be okay. And as I have said many times, where you focus your energy is what you are creating. So if you want to focus your life to be full of bliss and love and understanding and peace, that is what you will create, okay? So that's that energy, and this is in your strengths position. I feel as though this is a beautiful card that is championing you to move forward. You're going to be okay, and you are embracing your High Priestess energy, Cancer. This is my Cancer card. Now, the High Priestess, she is a beautiful energy. For one thing, you know, she does have this veil between her and the, I'm going to say this is a veil only because it's a curtain, right? It doesn't go all the way to the ceiling. So what this is saying is she has no limits as to what she can create. She focuses all on her gifts and her ability to be able to manifest, her ability to be intuitive, her ability to be able to create out of the ethers whatever it is that she's wanted to manifest and create for herself. She's also about intuition, and she's about knowledge, unexpected knowledge coming in, right? Now, the thing about her is she's got one foot in the spirit world and one foot in the physical world. And I feel if you can find yourself to be sitting in this high priestess seat, meaning one foot in your spiritual life, one foot in your grounded earthly life, right? I feel that you're going to be fine. You're going to be able to see things from the bigger picture, because if you're looking at things from an intuition and discernment, you'll be able to tell the truth from the lie. You'll be able to know because you are tapping into your higher self. You're tapping into that God of your heart, and you absolutely will be guided. And you will be an example for others because you're going to find yourself having more inner peace, right? Now, the thing about her is she's also associated with mystery. So there are still some things that are unknown to you at this time that will be revealed to you eventually if you find the time to, meditate, go within, really reflect on yourself. But overall, I feel like this has been a really beautiful reading for you here, Cancer. I don't see anything big. I feel as though, if anything, you're going to be lightening your load and you're going to be moving into this strength position of the Fool, where you're going to feel a lot more self-confident. You're going to feel like you've got this, that Spirit's got your back, and you're going to be tapping into your tools, okay? So let me change this view. Hello. And now I'm going to pull your last 5 main cards to finalize your reading. If you've made it this far, I'd absolutely love it if you'd please just click that like button. It really helps me tremendously to get further, my videos out farther. So thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So here we go. Now remember, this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate, but these are the last messages that Spirit has for you. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Right here, personal riches. This right here sums up your reading. And all of this other stuff, I think, is really meant to comfort you. It's like, yes, these things are happening. Yes, everyone is aware that they're happening. We're going to be okay. We are of the light. We are going to win this battle between the dark and the light. That's just the way it's going to be. I believe that with all of my heart and soul. So, money's on a way. Woohoo, Cancer. Teardrops, great personal sorrow. Okay, so, as I tap into the energy of this card, I do feel as though there's going to be sorrow. I do feel as though because of certain situations that happened with certain, oh gosh, how do I say this online? Certain things that have happened to certain people because of certain decisions that they made in terms of their decisions to take a certain medication that was offered at a certain point that's now people are realizing there's a lot of harm that has been done. And I know people in my own circle that have had great loss. People have passed. So for those of you that may be experiencing some of that, my heart goes out to you. One of the things that I do offer is I'm a Reiki master teacher. And if you feel as though you need me to pray with you, or if you need me to put you in my prayer box, I do put people's names in my prayer box and I pray over them when I do my meditations every day. So, that's an offering for you. Just either email me at info@donwilliamstarot.com and I'll put their name in there and add them so that I can do some energy work to help ease the pain, okay? Your next card is a bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. And that's kind of another thing that personal riches card talked about. And the other thing too is this is really kind of talking as well about that Six of Swords, where you're moving from one situation into a better situation. Pale, time to get out of a situation. Absolutely, right? Quick, run, Forrest, run. Okay, and then the last card is the Bat. Take care. Enemies are working against you. Now, what I am going to say is before I started this reading, I always sit down, I do a meditation, I call in all of my Cancer subscribers, and one of the things I do is I do send out white light and protection around you. So one of the things I will share with you is I do the armor of God every day. Even before I leave my house, if I'm going to go anywhere, I certainly put my armor of God on, but I also protect myself with the white light. And that energy is universal energy. That is the energy of Prime Creator Source. So feel free to use that as often as you would like. Okay. Thank you so very much for being here, lasting this long. I hope you found some messages here that are helpful to you. I'm very excited for your reading. I feel as though good things are coming towards you, specifically money and abundance. Who doesn't want to hear about that, right? And again, happy Mother's Day to you mothers out there. And for everyone, I hope you have a blessed month. And until next time, take very good care of you. And we'll be back together again shortly. Cheers.